Do you know what's the difference between the conscious mind and the subconscious mind? Did you know that the subconscious mind is working better and faster than any supercomputer in the world? There are a lot of interesting and surprising facts about our subconscious mind, so let's talk about it. Welcome to Mystery Teachings. My name is Gergő. I hope you are well. I hope you feel awesome. And if you are new to the channel, then welcome, greetings, and namaste. Or if you are a returning viewer, a returning beautiful soul, then hey, thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. And welcome to episode number 41, 9 surprising facts you need to know about your subconscious mind. So this topic was always super interesting for me because the subconscious mind is full of secrets and mysteries, and I'd like to tell you about a couple of interesting facts and surprising facts that you maybe didn't know about the subconscious mind. And I'd like to share 9 surprising facts with you. And the number one is that the subconscious mind is, it records and remembers everything. So, for example, if I was asking you in a certain type of hypnosis, I think it's called regression hypnosis or regressional hypnosis or something like that. I can't remember the name, but there's a type of hypnosis where in that state you can remember anything in your life. So if I was asking you that, I don't know, in 10 years ago on whatever date, this time when you walked out of the house, what color was the first car that you saw on the street? Now, normally you would say that I lost my mind. Like, how would you remember, I don't know, 10 years ago, what was the first car you saw on the street? But your subconscious mind remembers it because it records and remembers really everything, which is super interesting in my opinion and super cool. So that's number one. Number two, the subconscious mind is always alert and awake 24/7. It doesn't stop. It never stops. So as I said in the intro, it's much better than actually any quantum computer or any supercomputer in the world because it's always alert, always awake. As I said, always remembers everything. And one example from my life is when, let's say, when I sleep somewhere and I know who I am with, or if I'm alone, and if there's any other noise around, then I always wake up. No matter how deep I sleep, or if it's my home, it's my home. If I sleep somewhere else, it's somewhere else. But if my subconscious mind knows that there's something else or someone else who shouldn't be there, for example, then it just wakes me up. And it's the same in your life as well, obviously, because we all have subconscious minds. So it's interesting that it's always alert and awake 24/7. That's the second interesting fact. The third interesting fact is that the subconscious mind controls 95+% of our lives, which is quite interesting because when we are awake, we use our conscious mind. That's what we use for analyzing things and thinking and deciding and pretty much everything that's happening in our life. But even most of those things are coming from the subconscious mind and not the conscious mind. It's really interesting. 95% of our lives depends on our subconscious mind, which we cannot even access when we are awake because it's only active when we are sleeping. Did you know that? So it's quite interesting, but it's a fact. 95+% of our lives controlled by the subconscious mind. That's number 3. Number 4 is that the subconscious is built on habituation. So here's a good example. If you ever learned or ever heard about how to create a new habit in your life, then you probably heard about the 21 days rule, if you like, that you need to repeat something for 21 days or 3 weeks in order to create a new habit. So if you wanna, for example, start exercising, then you need to do it for 21 days in a row. Then within that time, 21 days is enough to get that habit into your subconscious mind. And after that, it's going to be much easier. And it will be a daily habit, just like brushing your teeth, for example, because the subconscious mind is built on habituation. That's number 4. Number 5 is that it speaks to you in your dreams, because that's when it's active. Now, I'm not sure if this is true or not. Probably is, because these are subconscious facts, but I cannot confirm this for you, because I either don't remember my dreams, or I have very silly dreams and I have no idea how my subconscious is talking to me. But that's another topic, because I'm just thinking about starting a dream journal, and however it's gonna go on my journey and on my path, I will share it with you in a much later video on this channel. But the point is that the subconscious is speaking to you in your dreams. Now, what it says and why it says it, don't ask me, because I don't know, but it does. And that's the 5th interesting fact. The 6th one is that it takes everything literally. It takes everything word by word. Doesn't matter if you're kidding, if you're joking, if you're just being silly or anything else. It takes it literally. For example, if I'm making my coffee in the morning and I accidentally put salt in the coffee instead of sugar, and I just say to myself that, oh, I'm so stupid, the subconscious literally takes it word by word that I think that I am stupid. So this is why it's super important how we talk to ourselves. It's super important from throat chakra point of view as well, which I mentioned before, but the subconscious takes everything literally, and since it builds on habituation, as I said, it's super important how we talk to ourselves. For example, that's number 6. Number 7 is that it's super fast. It can do trillions of things at once. This is why I said that it's faster than any supercomputer, and it's much more fast than the conscious mind, which I'm gonna mention very soon, but it literally can do trillions of things in the same time. And just think about it, like, do you need to control your breathing? No. Do you need to control your blood circulation? No. Do you need to control anything that happens in your body? No. How your cells work, what they do, what happens with anything, with your organs, with your veins, with your blood, with your anything. We don't need to worry about for a second, because our body is wonderful, super intelligent, and our subconscious mind can do trillions of things in the same time, which is super interesting. So I definitely wanted to share it on this list. Number 8 is that it's not logical, it's the feeling mind. So it's more of the, let's say, emotional, but it's more feeling rather than logical, because I always forget if it's the left or the right hemisphere, but one of the hemispheres is the logical side of our brain, but not the subconscious mind, because it's the feeling mind. That's number 8. And finally, number 9 is what I mentioned a little bit earlier, is that it's 1 million times more powerful than the conscious mind. Now, when put it into numbers, the conscious mind is working with, the speed of the conscious mind is 40 bit per second, whereas the subconscious mind's speed is 40 million bits per second. So it's literally 1 million times faster, 1 million times more powerful. And this is why there are techniques like the subconscious upgrade technique, for example, which is a type of meditation technique. I use it and really like it. If you want to try it, just do some research about it, because it's really good, and it's a little bit different because you need to cross your hands and your legs, and this is how you balance your 2 hemispheres and get access to your subconscious mind better. But that's a different topic. But that's the reason why these type of meditations or these type of subconscious upgrades are much more powerful than using affirmations or just a normal meditation. When I say just a normal meditation, don't underestimate the power of that either. but a classic meditation compared to a subconscious meditation is a different story. And that's the reason, because the conscious, again, is 40 bit per second. The subconscious is 40 million bit per second, which is 1 million times more powerful than the conscious mind. And I don't know about you, but this topic makes me super exciting. This is why I wanted to share this list with you, and I hope you got some value from this video, so it was worth it to record it. And obviously feel free to share it, hit the like button, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can get notified whenever I upload a new video. I love you all, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time. Stay blessed. Bye bye.